If you've seen my previous video on Schlep versus Roblox situation, I said at the end of that video that countries like UK passed laws that requires you to complete an age verification, and that rose up a huge controversy by itself. So today we are going to talk about one of the most interesting ones, because ever since June, UK is an ongoing battle with the popular platform 4chan. So today we are going to cover up that controversy. Please consider liking and subscribing. I love you guys. Let's get into it. I'm going to give you some context before we get into the full story. So in summer of 2025, UK passed a new law that required people to verify that they are over the specific age to get certain internet offerings, like for example going to mature content websites with confirming that you are over 18 years old. You have to confirm your age by sending a picture of yourself and your ID. You know, that's what makes this whole thing so ridiculous. Is now websites like porn websites ask you to give your ID, and that is ridiculous. How am I going to have online safety if I gave my personal belongings to sites that cannot be trusted just because I want to watch some adult videos? And it is not only about the adult industry. No, it considered every part of the internet that is considered mature to get identifications. And that is really stupid, really ridiculous. If you didn't know, 4chan is completely anonymous. That means you don't have to even make an account to post. And that is the whole point of the website, being anonymous. And over the years, it led to some horrible posts. Yes, but it led to so many good deeds being done there too. So with 4chan being anonymous, completely anonymous, and free to post anything you want, definitely it became a great target for UK's age restriction laws. On June 10th, the Ofcom, which is the shortened form of Office of Communications, announced 9 formal investigations on 4chan. Because 4chan doesn't have proper measures, it doesn't have content safeguards for illegal content, and there are concerning child abuse material. So Ofcom demanded 4chan to take corrective actions or get fined up to £80 million. That is nearly 10% of the whole company's worth. You know what 4chan did? It didn't respond. Tell me why you did it. Every dream falling apart. On August 13, 2025, Ofcom issued that the platform failed to respond to mandatory information requests. And if this continues without the compliance of 4chan, Ofcom enforces blockings on UK ISPs. So technically, they just ban the access of people in UK into 4chan without VPNs. So 4chan, being the gigachat it is, finally responded that they operate from USA, which is outside the jurisdiction of Ofcom and the UK government. So the UK government cannot say anything about their legal structure because they don't comply by UK's rules, and they are not even UK based. Truly a funny response by 4chan, because they're right, 4chan is not UK based. UK cannot force 4chan to cooperate with them because they have a stupid rule that prevents people to have privacy in internet. People want sites like 4chan to exist purely to have a place that they can anonymously spend their time on. And UK definitely cannot get that away from people with this whole online safety. This is stupid, this is bizarre. US officials, including representatives from State Department's Bureau for Democracy, met Ofcom in London to raise their concerns that the Online Safety Act of US is against US principles of free expressions. And there were Republican lawmakers that criticized UK on this act, calling it the UK Online Censorship Law. And they actually rose up their concern that this censorship act shouldn't reach over American platforms like 4chan that we are seeing. Additionally, there are some claims that the White House has already warned UK government that they cannot impose their censorship codes on American companies. So that's a W for US government on that. Currently, there are ongoing petitions against these rules that people of UK want their online privacy back to them, because at the end of the day, it's parents' duty to watch over their kids and protect them from the harm of the internet. And stupid laws like this only destroys the purity that are in some websites like 4chan. But let me tell you something, they are actually abusing this fact that you need to identify yourself. Because if you now try to post stuff about hatred or maybe criticizing some things that you don't like in your country or government, they can take you to jail because of that, and you are now easy to find. So you don't have any safety to say what you want. Internet doesn't have free speech with this censorship law. I'm not saying hatred or saying bad things should be allowed, but isn't that part of free speech? We cannot take away people's free speech and put them in jail just because they have a bad opinion, right? That's ridiculous. But anyways, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end. Consider liking and subscribing. I love you. Have a great day.